Hi, I'm Anupa and I welcome you to Sanjeev Kapoor Khazana, and this is my show Hyderabadi Cooking. I have shown quite a few recipes in the past, and today I'm going to be showing you another Hyderabadi recipe, which is Badam Shorba. Of course, Hyderabad is quite famous for its curries and kebabs. This shorba is again a very yummy delicacy of Hyderabad. So let's quickly see what all ingredients we need for this. Since it's Badam Shorba, we need about 2 cups blanched almonds, 2 tablespoons butter, 2 tablespoons refined flour or maida, 1 tablespoon sugar, 2 teaspoons of white pepper powder, salt to taste, 2 tablespoons cream, 2 cups milk. To begin with, we'll first need to make the base of the soup, and almonds, it's quite rich, it's got a lot of fat in it. It'll also give a very smooth texture to this soup. So let's quickly start with the pre-prep, for which I need to make the base. Like I said, I'm going to be using butter. So let's begin with some butter, and to this butter I'm going to be adding some refined flour. So when you add refined flour to butter, it should be just as much as the butter. So if you're adding about 1 tablespoon of butter, add 1 tablespoon of refined flour or maida. And don't bother if the soup, which is the base, that is refined flour and maida, if it goes a little thin, not to worry, because we're going to be adding almonds to this, and almonds also act as a good binding to this soup. Make sure you saute this well, but again keep in mind that you're not supposed to brown the refined flour. It's very important, because the color of the soup is the best part about it. It's absolutely creamy, it's pearl in color, and it tastes really nice. We do not want the flour to go a little nutty. So please keep in mind, while you're doing the sauteing of this, the flame is absolutely low and you are just continuously mixing like this. So you see this? The minute you see the flour is getting color, add in the milk. This is something very similar to making a white sauce. So when you make white sauce, the basic ratio is 1:1:10, which means 1 part of butter, 1 part of flour and 10 parts of milk. That gives you a very nice white sauce. But we are not making a white sauce, we are making a soup base, for which the amount of milk will be much more than you would need to make a white sauce. So in this case, I have taken small quantities of butter and flour and a little more quantity of milk. So that's how I have this soup base with me. And as and how the soup thickens, you will realize that the base is ready. And once this is done, what we will do is, we will add in the almonds to this. Now the almonds that I have here with me are blanched. Like I said, the soup is absolutely creamish in color, so we do not need the skins. So what you have to do is boil water, say about 2 to 3 cups of water in a pan, and once it comes to a boil, put almonds into it which are with skin. Let it be in water for about 5 minutes. Automatically you will see the skin will start peeling off. So just get it out, remove the water, let the almonds cool, and once the almonds have cooled, just peel off the skin. That's how you get these almonds which are absolutely white. So here to this soup base, I'll add the almonds, and we have to cook this for about 5 more minutes. I had this soup when I had been to Hyderabad for the first time, and we went to this very small eatery. I had in mind that I'm going to be having biryani that day, but of course when I had a look at the menu, the choices were amazing and I really couldn't resist. I started off with having a Badam Shorba, then it went on to a few kebabs, and finally it was the biryani, and of course the desserts are just amazing. One by one I'm going to be sharing with you all these recipes, but right now we're going to see how to make Badam ka Shorba. So let this cook for a while. In the meanwhile, let's prepare the almonds for garnish. We have to sliver the almonds. To sliver, make sure you have a very sharp knife, and this is how you can cut them. Actually what happens is, when you have blanched the almonds, it goes a little soft, and then it's quite easy for one to cut it like this. So this is how we have to cut the almonds for garnish. Okay, so that's done. Now let's add some seasonings to the soup. We haven't added anything so far. Salt. Remember, butter also has a good amount of salt, so go a little low on salt, which of course can be adjusted a little later. White pepper powder and little bit of sugar, very little. That's it. So this is it. Now we have to grind this. But since the soup is quite hot, we cannot put it into a mixer. You can do it with a hand blender, but make sure you blend it absolutely fine. Okay, so now since the soup is done, we have to blend this, and it's quite hot, so the best way to grind a hot soup is to use a hand blender. So here it is, and we have to blend this till it is quite smooth. That's it. The soup is done. Now all that we need to do is add some cream to this, very little cream. That's it. You see this? The soup is absolutely smooth and the color is so pleasant. We just need a serving bowl. Soup in the bowl. Garnish this with the almond slivers. That's it. Badam Shorba is ready. Serve it piping hot. You can also serve this with some amazing breads, the Hyderabadi breads. I will show it to you, but right now you try the soup just the way I have made it and you'll be very happy.